Like, I look like a lion right now. Like, y'all, this is what I gotta go through. Like, my hair is no joke. What's good, y'all? It's your girl lydcenzo. We back in with another banger video. Today is gonna be a story time on how shorty did not want to fight me and a discussion. Like, let's just get straight into it. We're gonna name this girl Wendy. Back at school, me and Wendy had lived in the same building. I wouldn't call us friends because we never really like made plans to hang out. We did not have no social we did not have each other's social medias or nothing, but we were more like acquaintances. Like, you know, she was my neighbor. Like, we lived in the same building. So the way me and Wendy had encountered each other, you know how girls be, like, she probably told me I was pretty and we probably had made conversation over that. Either that or one of my roommates had started talking to her first, like seeing her around and saying something to her, and that's how we all started talking. Can't remember, but one of those two. Around campus, if me and Wendy had seen each other, it was more like a high and by relationship that we had. To be honest, I never even got her name. Like, I don't even know her real name for real. So it was this one night, it was probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Me, Speaker, and my roommate Minnie Mouse, and I think my other friend, but I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna leave her out. The three of us, we were coming back from the gym, and the way, like the short way for us to get back to our apartments is like for us to walk through the student center instead of like walking on the path like all the way around. So, and going through the student center, I was hungry because, you know, after workout you get hungry, so I wanted some Chick-fil-A. So I stopped to get some Chick-fil-A, and Speaker and Minnie Mouse is ahead of us. If you don't know who they are, make sure you go tune into my roommate college horror story, my college roommate horror story. Whoa, I'm sorry y'all, it's late. My college roommate horror story, tune into that. And if you want to know more about Speaker, tune into this story time. My friend was a weirdo. I stopped to get Chick-fil-A, and as soon as I get my order, I'm hearing mad commotion towards the front of the student center. Mind you, it's mad late. Well, it's not mad late, but you know, everything is closing down. Like, it's really no people outside at this point. Like, you know, so they're just mad loud. Like, they're the only ones yelling and stuff like that, or like talking loudly. So I turn around and all I see is Speaker and these two boys, and they're like arguing back and forth. The way that it had looked to me from a distance was that like they were just like joking around. Like, it looked like they knew each other. So I really wasn't paying into no mind. Like, I just thought, okay, like they're being loud per usual, because as I told y'all in the last story time, Speaker was a very like loud person. So I just thought, okay, cool, it's just another one of those days. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm eating my fries. Like, I don't know what we're waiting on at this point, because I know that they were waiting on me to get my food, but I got my food and I know they seen that. So I was just assuming that we were waiting on Speaker now to finish up her conversation with these two boys and whatever. I don't know what they was talking about. You know, I was just minding my business, chewing on some fries, you know what I'm saying? Word. I guess the altercation had like traveled its way out the door. Like, well, I'm sorry, not altercation, I guess the conversation had traveled outside of the door. Like, they just kept walking. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're leaving. So I walk out the door, and at the bottom of the stairs I see three girls. Now, I'm not really paying attention to who these girls are or if I recognize them, because, you know, it's outside. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just thinking there's three girls standing right there. So when you walk out the student center, you have to walk down a flight of stairs, and once you reach the bottom of the stairs, there's like a few paths that you can go on. You can either choose the path going towards the parking lot, the path going behind the student center, or like, you know, there's a lot of other paths you can choose. So we're trying to get to the parking lot, and at this point it's kind of looking like the conversation is like escalating. I was not paying attention to what was really going on, but now that I started paying attention, I noticed that like them boys were like low-key violating. Like, I guess the situation was those two boys, or one of those boys, had seen Speaker at some party or some function or whatever, and they tried to get on that. Like, they tried to talk to her, and she was dubbing it like she did not want to talk to them. So I guess when they ran into her again in the student center just now, like, they started trolling her, like, you know, calling her names and stuff like that. But I thought it was jokes. Like, I thought they knew each other for real. But then it started getting more serious. So I'm like, nah, when I tell y'all, they was starting to wild out. And the thing that I was thinking about was, y'all know how, well, not all boys do this, but y'all know how boys, like, if they try to talk to you and like you dub them, you don't want to talk to them, they'll try to like make jokes on you, like they'll try to cut on you. Like, sir, you wanted me, so like, let's really talk about it. That's embarrassing on your part. Like, if I'm so ugly and I'm so this, I'm so that, you wanted to talk to little old ugly, so what's really going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was giving. It was giving they were very mad because she did not want to talk to them. So I'm thinking they're just gonna, like, you know, cut in each other a little bit and we can wrap this up and let's go. Y'all, it got so serious so fast. Like, and remember I told y'all them 3 girls were there. Keep that in mind. So they're arguing back and forth, still. It gets to the point where they start cursing at each other. And just think of any way a boy can verbally disrespect you. That's exactly what they were doing to her. The both of them, mind you. They was going in on her 2 against 1. Like, for real. It was giving very much word. So they're calling her like, they're calling her everything, like everything. And you know, she's not just taking that. Obviously she's like talking back, like, word. They're just, you know, arguing with each other at this point. We're watching all of this go down, and at this point I guess she's trying to like walk away from the situation, and they keep antagonizing her. So we're trying to walk down the path, all of us together, and they're like literally following her, like they're following us basically. And the girls, them 3 girls I told you about, they're still waiting at the stairs. So at this point I'm assuming, okay, they came with the boys and they're waiting on the boys or whatever. Like, I really wasn't paying them no mind, but keep this in mind, y'all. I'm telling y'all, keep this in mind. So at this point it escalates to the point where the boys literally following us down the path and they're telling her like, I will slap. They're just talking crazy to her, talking crazy. So at this point we all get involved because we're like, who you about to slap? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one thing where it was like, you know, just going back and forth at it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was the type of person, she could hold her own, so really nobody else had to say nothing to them, because, you know, she was definitely like, you know, going back and forth with them like as she should. But when they started talking about they was gonna put hands on her, that's where we had to, like, you know what I'm saying, you went too far. Like, you know what I'm saying, you went way too far. So we start getting involved. We like, who you about to slap? Like, we all start getting up on them because y'all are 2 grown men. Y'all are not about to put your hands on this girl. Like, none of us was standing for that. So we start like coming up at them, and at this point they start yelling at all of us, whatever. But we just keep going because, nah, like, you're bugging right now, like, you're bugging. So then speaker reaches in her bag and pulls out that mouse tool. Like, now I'm like, speaker reaches in her bag and pulls out a taser. So she didn't turn it on, like, she didn't flick it or nothing, but she's like threatening them, like, back up, because they keep inching towards, like, they really about to put hands on shorty. So she's like, back up, but she's not like flicking it at them, like she's still holding it like towards herself, like whatever. Like, she was not the aggressor here. Like, just keep this in mind, she was not. So at this point I guess they start backing up or whatever, and you know, they start going back where the girls are, and we start walking opposite directions. Mind you, the whole time we're walking opposite directions, they're still yelling back and forth at each other, like, across the way. So we're yelling, the boys are yelling, and the girls are just waiting there, right? And all of a sudden I hear a taser go off, and I turn around and it was not the boys, y'all, it was those girls. Those girls popped the taser and they was like egging it on, like, you know, trying to like play with us, like flick the taser, like, we got a taser too, and we're just like, whoa, like, how do we get here? Because first of all, those boys were the ones that we had the problem with. Those girls they didn't say nothing to us, they didn't do nothing to us. So for them to just insert themselves with the taser, with a weapon, y'all are bugging too, and now y'all are gonna get it too. Like, I'm not playing with none of y'all. So at first I did not have no problems with nobody because I don't know these boys, I don't really know the situation. I was really minding my business for real. But now I got beef with these girls because it's no way y'all are, what y'all trying to do? We turn back around and now we start low-key following these girls, and as I'm squinting, now I'm paying attention to the girls because, you know, you caught my attention. I'm paying attention to these girls, and guess who I see? Wendy. Wendy is there, and mind you, I don't even know why I didn't pick up on it before, because Wendy has a very distinct look. Like, when I tell you, when you see her, you know it's her. So yeah, I see her, and I tap Minnie Mouse. I'm like, yo, isn't that shorty from our building, Wendy? She's like, yes, bro. So I'm like, I bet we're gonna catch her. I don't know about her two friends, because I don't know them, so I didn't, you know, really pick up on recognizing them. But I'm like, okay, we're gonna catch her. We live in the same building. You can't hide. You cannot hide. I don't know if you was just acting like this because you're around your friends, but I promise you, every time we see her on her dolly, bro, she never acted like this. So I was just really baffled at the situation that was really going down. And even though she wasn't the one that popped the taser, you're condoning all of this. Like, and I don't know if these boys were like people they was sleeping with, or it was just their friends, or whatever, but they started yelling at the boys when they were like yelling at speaker, all like, oh, why are you even bothering with those, like, come on, let's go. Baby, if it was my man or my situation or my entertainment or whatever it was, you will never catch my man running down on another girl and you begging him to come on so you can go. Like, hello, you don't hold no type of weight in front of my face, bro? You running down next gal? Absolutely not. Like, I'll be damned. Like, hello, you hold no weight. Let's put aside the situation. As a woman, and you see not one but two men disrespecting another woman, bro, you're just gonna stand for that. And mind you, you know these two men, bro. You know, y'all are rolling with these people, bro. Y'all are walking with these dudes, bro, and y'all are just letting them disrespect this girl, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all are mad whack for that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, as a woman, you're whack. Mad whack. Don't care. You're mad whack. We start following them a little bit, but they start speed walking, like going behind the building. So at this point, we just let them go, because clearly y'all are not on nothing for real. Y'all are just trying to troll us at this point. So we just let it go. We move on about our day. Probably like 2 days later, I'm leaving my building and I see Wendy. I'm walking out the parking lot. I'm going to get Popeyes or something. I see Wendy coming in. So, and she's by herself. So I take this opportunity. I'm like, okay, let me see what type of timing this girl's on for real. As soon as we like get close to each other, she's like, hey. And when I tell y'all, I just looked straight at her, like in her eyes, then in her eyes, and I just kept walking. Like, I'm like, okay, clearly you're not on no type of nothing, and maybe these girls was putting a battery in your back or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I'm not letting it go, bro, because there's no way you did some weird ish like that, bro. It's no way. Like, it's no way. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she caught the memo from what I did. Like, you know, I straight up ignored her, like, as I should. So boom, fast forward, we are in October. This is homecoming week. The homecoming concert just finished, and and I want to go find somewhere to take pictures. So me and my roommates, we go, and I found this like little wall by the gas station. I'm gonna put the picture right here to take pictures at. And at this point, it's getting a little crowded. Like, I don't know why everybody thought the gas station was a spot that day, but I'm like, okay, well, I got my pictures, I'm ready to go. But in the midst of me taking my pictures, guess who comes up? Wendy and her two friends. I don't know if these are the same girls from the whole taser situation, because they did not look familiar to me at all, or else I would have definitely brought it up. But I just put in my head, okay, I don't want to look stupid by bringing it up, and these are not even the same girls that I seen the other night. So as they come up to me, they're like hyping me up, like gassing me, whatever, and they start telling me, oh, you should pose like this, or you should pose like that, da 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 da. And I was like, maybe you should do that, because at this point, maybe they could have been being genuine, but I was not trying to hear none of that. Like, in my eyes, you was trying to be funny with me, just like how you was trying to be funny with us the other night. Like, I'm not putting nothing past nobody. I don't care. Like, I don't know if and I just ignored you the other day. Well, not the other day, but a few weeks ago, like when I seen you, and I did not see you ever since then. So I know for a fact she did not think we was cool right then. So it was giving, you're trying to be funny with me and I'm not the one to be funny with, which I don't even know how you trying to be funny, because I look mad good. So I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, whatever it was, like I was just word, I'm not feeling that. So boom, they didn't say nothing back. It was giving very much they're sipping on haterade, because whole time I'm taking, like after I had said that to them, they're just standing there watching me take my pictures. Like y'all don't have nothing better to do, like word. And I'm still taking my pictures, like it did not faze me. But anyway, so that was the last time I had seen Wendy for a while. Mind you, she lives in my building. I did not see her for a long while after that. Fast forward, we're in October, and I never really like got dressed up or celebrated Valentine's Day. So I'm like, okay, well I want to get cute. I had my pink hair going on, like word. And I had asked, we had this GroupMe for everybody in our building, where people like, you know, ask for suggestions, or like if they needed something they'll text in the group, you know, stuff like that. So I mind you, I had this GroupMe on mute for like the whole year. But I go on the GroupMe and I text, I'm like, does anyone know any nail techs around here, because I didn't want to go to the nail salon or whatever. And a couple people responded, but then Wendy responds and takes it upon herself to say no, with mad laughing emojis. And I promise y'all, if I still had the chat on my phone, I will show y'all, because y'all know I'm good for receipts. But I don't have the chat, because when I realized I was transferring, I had left the GroupMe. As soon as she said this, I promise y'all, the only thing that ran through my head was, this girl is trying to be funny with me. And immediately my fingers got to typing. But I had stopped myself, because I'm like, you know what, I was really trying to mature. Like I promise y'all, like, you know, we're in college, like I'm really not trying to be one of those girls, especially if, you know, it was nothing made by that comment, but really I couldn't see any other thing besides you're trying to be funny in this group chat. And I'm not about to let you embarrass me in front of 200 plus people in this building, like no. So I was laying down on the couch. I think my roommate was like making something in the kitchen, and I was like, bro, check the GroupMe, bro. Is this girl trying to be funny with me or not? Like, what you think? Because, you know, give me a second opinion before I go off, like, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, bro, yes, bro, it's no way she's not trying to be funny with you. So I pick up my phone and I'm trying to text while I'm texting, and as soon as I pick up my phone, I see another message, and it's by my roommate who's standing right here. And before I could get to say anything in the group chat, she was already like, you know, going at it with the girl, you know, to defend me or whatever, which I love her for that. But I told her I was mad, because like, damn, like I don't want nobody to think I can't hold my own for real. But it was okay. So she texted the girl, well, text in the group chat, she's like, what's the joke, like are you trying to be funny, something like that. And the girl was basically like, I think she said yes or something like that. I think she said yes, actually. She said yes, she was trying to be funny. So they start going back and forth, and my roommate is trolling her so bad, like she's violating her. And they're going back and forth, but not in the way that y'all think. They're going back and forth, but my roommate is chewing her up, and she's not really responding, like giving back that static energy. She's giving, oh, she's giving those wannabe unbothered girls so bad, like trying to laugh it off and play off and like push it to the side, like, oh girl, you're nothing, or whatever, those whack statements. All of a sudden, I guess Wendy's roommate, which is also her friend, jumps in the conversation. And mind you, whole time me and my roommate is laughing at everything that's going on. Like I'm texting in a group chat, trolling as well, like I'm laughing at everything my roommate is saying, I'm egging her on, whatever. And all of a sudden, Wendy's roommate, we're gonna call her Bigfoot, she comes into the group chat and she's like, basically she's the one that's on a staticky type of timing, keep this in mind. So she's like, if there's a problem, y'all can come upstairs to our room right now, yada yada yada. So we're like, what's the room number? Like, drop the room number, like, word, drop the addy, like, you know what I'm saying? We all live in the same space, so it's really no excuse. Both of them are going back and forth, and multiple times we're saying like drop the room number, drop the room number, drop the room number, because bro, you live upstairs. We don't know which room, but you live upstairs. So they keep sending pictures of themselves in their kitchen and whatnot, whatever, trolling, but still not dropping the room number. Like, y'all are scary hoes. Let's really talk about it. So I guess it was getting so intense that one of the RAs who lives in the building, he was like, oh, if you guys fight, you're gonna get evicted. But nobody was hearing none of that, because like, word. And truthfully, it really was not a big situation to fight over, but they were making it bigger than it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all really wanted to get it on, bro, we could have stepped off school property. Like, if we really want to talk about it, like, word, if it was really that deep and y'all really couldn't shut your mouths, like, we could have really done that. And I'm gonna get to that. They didn't stop arguing. And I guess one of the RAs had removed the friend, because she was the one like still going and talking about nothing when we told her to drop the room number. So he was like, you know, everybody calm down, da, da, da. Like, it gave high school for real. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It gave high school, because what are we really doing right now? But yeah, but you would think that it's over after that, right? They don't want no smoke, they don't want no static, they don't want to fight. Y'all, my roommate goes and finds her number on the GroupMe and texts her personally, like individually, and she starts bugging. She's like, bro, we could fight right now. Like, and me and my roommate, we had put on our sneakers, like we had got dressed to go outside and fight this girl, like for real. So we like, y'all, we could go outside right now, like it's nothing to it, like da da. And one of our RAs that like messed with us heavy, he came in our apartment. And he was like, y'all, please don't fight, like begging for these girls. And keep this in mind too, begging for these girls, like, oh, please don't fight, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all are my favorite resis, whatever. So we like, no, like, it's really beef with this girl. And it sounds so crazy, because it was really no beef, bro. These girls was just trying to be funny. Like, don't try to be funny. The girl was not trying to come outside, y'all. She kept texting my roommate like, no, if you want to fight, you can come upstairs. You talking about some come upstairs, but you still not dropping the room number. Like, you're scary. You're mad scary. Like, let's talk about it. So we're like, bro, come outside, just come downstairs, because we lived on the first floor. So we're like, bro, just come downstairs, like we could go outside, like in a parking lot, like it don't matter. She was not jacking that, bro. Like, it just kept continuing. She was not jacking that. So now my roommate starts getting disrespectful. More disrespectful. She's like, bro, F your dead grandma. Like, she's wilding. I'm laughing, bro, because she's mad funny, bro. Like, we was mad weak that night. I promise y'all, if I had the screenshots, I will show y'all, bro. I will show y'all, bro. It was so funny, bro. We was up till like 2 a.m, bro, laughing at this girl, bro, because for real. So we was talking about, she was talking about how big her mom is and all this other shit. Bro, it was so fun. Like, I had tears in my eyes all over again, bro. It was so funny. She just starts greasing her so bad, like calling her ugly, like talking about her mom, her grandma, like her whole family, bro. She went in on everybody, and she don't even know who they are. Like, she just started wilding. And you would think that if somebody talks about your family or your dad or anything, like you would stand up and do something, right? No, bro, this girl was still not taking a bait, bro. Like, she was not jacking none of that. Like, we could have said anything in the world. I promise you, this girl was not coming downstairs, bro. All of that talking, and this girl was not coming downstairs, running her mouth, bumping her gums. She was not coming downstairs, bro. Simple. I guess the girl had stopped texting her or whatever, so that was it for the night. Probably like the day or 2 days later, I'm in my room taking an exam, like my final exam. I'm taking my final exam for calculus, y'all. Why my roommate had came running back in our room talking about something, you would not believe what just happened, I'm about to go out and fight this girl, da-da-da. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Mind you, my exam is timed, but I'm not even paying attention because I'm trying to figure out what's really going down. So boom, she's like, when she was with speaker at the time, I think they were going somewhere. She was like, when we were coming back inside, we had caught them by the door and we had pressed them. So she's like, how she went up to them and she was like, is there a problem, like we're gonna fight right now, like just started pressing them or whatever. And they was like copping it, like, oh, shorty was like, okay, we could fight, just hold on, let me go upstairs and get my sister, just wait for my sister to come or something like that. And shorty's looking at her like, girl. So at this point, they're not even arguing. Like, my roommate is just pressing them so bad, and that I wasn't there for none of that. So she comes in and tells me about everything that's going down. So when she comes in, she's like, yes, I'm about to go fight them right now. Da, da, da. So bro, I can't pause my exam or nothing like that. I just leave my computer open and I go to change my clothes and put something on so we can go outside. I go in the bathroom, I'm putting Vaseline on my face, bro. Why? When I came out the bathroom, she was gone. She left me in the bathroom to go fight them by herself, bro. Like, mind you, the situation was really my situation, bro, and she really took it over and made it her beef, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, so I'm calling her, figuring out, trying to figure out where she's going and what's going on. She is not answering the phone, bro. So she finally answers the phone probably like 30 minutes later. I'm thinking she done fought the girl already. I don't know where she is. I don't have her location, none of that. But she answered the phone and she's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened when I come back inside. So she comes back and I start bugging out on her a little because I'm like, bro, there's no way you left me in the bathroom, bro. She's like, I'm sorry, like, I just had to go, like, da da da. Mind you, when I tell y'all, I was dressing myself so fast, I only took 2 minutes and I came out the bathroom and she was gone, bro. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I just had to go real fast, da 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 da. So she ends up telling me that we're texting and they was like, okay, well, we're gonna meet up at so-and-so to fight. So my roommate hops in her car and they're driving. Whilst they're driving over there, they see the two girls walking alongside them. So they get out the car. They didn't even reach the meeting spot yet, bro. They get out the car and when she tells me, bro, these girls started running away from them, bro. Like, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. She's like, these girls are running away from them, from us, da da da. She tells me everything and I'm just like, wow, like, that's crazy. So, you know, I guess that was the end of that. They didn't end up fighting for real. Like, my roommate leaves again, goes to the beauty supply store or something like that, and I'm the only one home again. I finished up my test and I'm hearing some sort of commotion in the hallway. So I peek out in the hallway and the same RA that was telling me and my roommate to spare them and not to fight them was talking to these girls in the hallway, talking about some, come on guys, like, it's not worth it, like, da da da. Basically, like, playing both sides. I'm just like, yo, like, that's crazy. And we pressed him about that, like, word. When we see him again, we was like, bro, you're on some weird timing, for real. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He was trying to say, oh yeah, it wasn't like that, whatever, and we just let it go. But it was, the moral of the story, these girls was not on no timing for real. They're mad pums. Like, this whole situation was so dumb. Like, that happened in February, I think. Yeah, that happened in like February or March. And then I think like April, I had caught her. I was with, in my other story time, when I told y'all, go watch that again. In my other story time, when I told y'all about how Speaker brought my roommates, Speaker brought Jackie and Smalls to the concert thing, the auditorium. This is the same scenario. So whilst we're sitting in the auditorium watching the concert or whatever, I see Wendy, and she was with some other girl I never seen before. So we're sitting in the chairs and Wendy and whoever she was with was like walking up the ramp, like going to the back of the auditorium. And as they're walking, I start trolling her. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, keep walking, like. And I'm laughing, bro, because it's so funny. Like, I was really trolling her so bad. Every time I seen her after that, every single time I seen her, I was yelling. Like, I was really trolling her so bad because you're mad pums. Like, let's really talk about it. You're mad pums. You do not want to fight. You popping all this stuff with the taser. You doing all of this funny stuff, like, word. So I could be funny too. I'm gonna be hilarious and embarrass you in front of everybody outside. Like, let's really talk about it. One time I caught her dolly. We was walking the opposite directions and I bumped her shoulder mad hard. She did not do nothing. Like, she was just not on no type of timing, period. And if you're watching this, I don't know how you will be watching this, but if you're watching this, you was not on no type of timing. Like, you're pums, girl. Like, moral of the story, don't entertain BS. And I promise y'all, I did learn from this situation, from all the situations I had this year on campus. I did learn from them, and I did mature from them. So yeah, don't learn from this, y'all. Don't entertain stuff that does not need to be entertained. If somebody is showing you that they don't want to smoke with you, let it go. Let it go. Like, just let it go. Don't let it drag on, y'all. Like, for real, it's really not worth it, bro. Because at the end of the day, if they're not with it the first time, they're not gonna be with it 5 times after that, 6 times after that, the last time. Like, just let it go. Just let it go. Like, for real. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you haven't tuned to my last videos, make sure you guys tune in, and make sure you guys tune to my new videos, because I know that you know that it's a lituation every time I see it on Senzo Nation, and that's on period. We out. Bye guys.